Aid workers in Syria are warning that thousands of people in the besieged city of Aleppo are less than 10 days away from starvation. The rebel-held eastern half of the city is surrounded by Syrian government forces and under daily bombardment. 275,000 people are trapped. Around 100,000 of them are children. Now, they've been under siege for 93 days. The UN is waiting to send in truckloads of food once the Syrian government and Russia agree. Food prices, as a result, have soared. The cost of a kilo of meat has gone from $4 to 75 cents before the siege to $40 now. Salt is up from about 75 cents to $9.50. And a tin of baby formula milk, which used to be $1.70, also costs $9.50. Osama bin Javid has more now from across the border in the Turkish city of Gaziantep.
The children are the worst affected. There's 100,000 of them estimated to be inside the besieged city of Aleppo and more so on the outskirts of Aleppo. So the situation is really dire. We've been speaking to people who are inside Aleppo. I spoke to a father who told me that earlier they at least had some milk that they would mix with the powder of rice and feed their children. But now they've even run out of that. There is some rice that is available, but they say they can't cook it on anything. They have no salt, they have no water, they have nothing to burn the fuel that would be required to cook those rice. So that gives you a glimpse of how difficult life is. And this is for the people who actually have some food. There are people in the impoverished neighborhoods of Aleppo who haven't seen any aid whatsoever, as rescue workers have been going to frequent those people who've been injured in airstrikes and trying to help who need the help the most. So the people who are already in desperate conditions, impoverished neighborhoods, are in really bad shape.
Well, joining us now via Skype from inside eastern Aleppo is freelance journalist and Aleppo resident Mohammed Shabib. Hi there, Mohammed. Tell us what the situation's like at the moment.
Hi, Julie. Good evening. Thank you for giving me this chance to speak to you and to your viewers. Really, for the 10th days respectively, the Russian warplane contained the bombing campaign on besieged Aleppo. Today, since the early morning, the Russian warplane attacked the city and killed a lot of people here in Aleppo. In the last 10 days, in this campaign, more than 500 people were killed by Russian airstrikes and by Russian rockets, ballistic missiles. All the hospitals today in the city are out of service, and all the injured people facing the danger of death because there is no way to help them. Just some of small medical points that can give the first aid for them, but the situation is coming worse and worse every day.
Mohammed, sorry to interrupt you. I wanted to ask as well about the food situation. Where is food scarcity the worst, if you like? Which areas are people suffering the most from lack of food?
Almost the food in the city has ended. All the stores in the city now are closed. There is just some small stores open just to buy some kinds of vegetables. That's the people in Aleppo grow it in their gardens. Other kinds of food is not existed. There's just the food which is existed in the city. The families before the siege and even in the days of the siege can keep some foods to the coming days. That's the only food is existed now in Aleppo. But if we will talk about the market and stores, all of them now are empty, and there's no this kind of food.
Mohammed, do people have any hope that food aid is on its way?
No, unfortunately, all the people think that the regime don't want to let United Nations ICE to be in Aleppo, and the Russian warplanes attacked before a aid convoy in the countryside of Aleppo. So the people here feel like they are the international community led them for their for just to die in the coming days.
Mohammed Shabib joining me there from inside Aleppo. Mohammed, thank you.